Something quite interesting I've noticed about people is that whenever you try to help people out, right? People who want to change, people who say they want to, help themselves out, people who say they just want to create a brand new life when they don't actually do the shit that they say, right? Because I've been noticing that a lot of people who want to change is a very strong word. The only reason why I say change is because when I bring up the word change, a lot of people I've noticed that they get frightened from this word called change. Why? Because they know it's gonna be hard work, bro. It's gonna be hard. Obviously, it's like for you to change, for you to be a brand new person is gonna require the old self of yours, right? Because let's say you are this person, right? And a lot of people say, in this self-help industry, right? Help yourself out. Read these books. Try to understand more of yourself. Try to, be more aligned with who you are and all that bullshit. But one thing I've noticed is that, I've noticed that there's two people, right? There's always going to be two people. This is the old, right? And this is going to be the new, right? So this is you right now, and this is what you want to achieve, the new version of yourself. And this version of yourself is probably, he probably learned as much as he could. He's probably smart, right? Probably whatever you guys want to do, this pretty much, this is your new self. Okay, so this is your new self and this is your old self, right? A lot of people, I've noticed that they want to help this version, right? They want to help, but instead of helping your old version of yourself, what you should do is create a brand new version of yourself. So what do I mean by that? You need to pretty much get rid of your old self. Get rid of all the old habits. Get rid of all the old decisions that you used to make. Get rid of all the bad habits. Get rid of literally all the bad shit that you just do in small, simple steps. Well, I'm going to show you how to do this shit in small, simple steps, because I learned that the more I started to, learn about myself and becoming this new version that I'm creating, and this new version, it took me a while, bro. It took me a while to become disciplined. It took me a while to understand more about myself. It took me a while to, read all of the different types of books that will change my mindset, because it really goes off of beliefs, bro. If you can believe that you can change, you will change. If you don't believe that you can change, you won't change. For you to chase your goals, for you to chase your character, for you to become a brand new person, you need to be totally different. When you're different, you will start to attract something that a lot of people don't like. Okay, because look, this is the new you, right? This is the new version of yourself. This is the new version that you created, right? And in this new version, a lot of people that are in your bubble, right? A lot of people that you understand, your friends, your family, maybe even your co-workers, right? Mostly everybody is gonna judge you. Why? Because they don't like new people. They don't like changing. They don't like change. And one thing I noticed about a lot of people is that when you start to change, start dressing different, when you start to act different, when you start to speak different, when you start to actually, become more smarter and actually get rid of the fucking shit that you used to do back then. Bro, we're not fucking 16 no more playing video games. If you really think about it, bro, people are still stuck in this mindset. People are still stuck in this mindset. And it's kind of crazy to me because I have a couple friends and I know a lot of people, bro, that are stuck in this kind of mindset, in this child mindset, where they just don't know what the fuck to do, and all they do is play video games, all they do is scroll TikTok, all they do is they have just TikTok brain. That's what a lot of you guys have. I used to have TikTok brain. Now I don't. I clean that up. All I do is literally just post on TikTok. That's all I do. I don't scroll. I don't do nothing, bro. All I do is just post. That's all I do. All I do is create. I don't fucking consume. I literally got rid of that shit because I noticed that the more I started fucking having TikTok brain, the more all of my thought patterns, all of my, how I would speak, literally everything about my life started to change as soon as I started getting rid of fucking TikTok brain and watching so much of all of these, people that are getting rich online, all these people that are just, showing off their lifestyle, I obviously, it got to a point where me and I totally don't like to compare myself, but I started to notice that it's actually a good thing to compare yourself sometimes. Why? Because it starts to reflect how shitty your life is. Obviously, I need to work hard on my trading. Obviously, I need to upload, like, bro. But if you really think about it, there's levels to levels in this game, man. There's people making hundreds of thousands a month. There's people making $1 million a month. There's people making, you know, a couple dollars a month. But there's always levels, you know? And the more you start to climb, bro, the more you start to, you know, get different hurdles, bro. Like, think about it. The first mountain you climb, there's gonna be another one that's bigger than you. There's gonna be another one that's taller than you, that's stronger than you. Like, and the crazy thing is, you always gotta defeat these, man. And one thing I noticed is that most people don't want to go through the challenges and you know, the hurdles in life. Most people don't want to go through hard shit. Why? Because it takes pain and it takes pain and a lot of effort. And honestly, bro, like, in today's fucking age, bro, nobody has that shit. Nobody has patience. Nobody wants to do shit. Nobody wants to fucking do shit the right way. And now I'm starting to clean up my act. I'm starting to just accept the fact that it's gonna take me a long time to get rich, you know, and I'm doing it the right way. Like, I want you guys to understand, a lot of people, they're playing the short-term game, and I'm playing the long-term game, okay? And what I mean by this, a lot of people are getting rich quick, 100K a month. When for me, my 100K a month is gonna be a lot of different. It's gonna be very different. Why? Because I've noticed that when a lot of young rich kids get, you know, money, they buy a lot of stupid shit. When the people who've done the long-term, they invest and do smart shit. And I'm not saying that the people who get rich quick are, you know, they're goddesses, you know, they're something, but like, I want you guys to understand something, man. If you are playing the long-term game and it takes you a while to get, you know, your first 100K a month, I want you guys to understand this very key topic that I'm about to tell you. This people who get rich quick, fast. People who get rich fast money, they tend to lose all that fucking money. Why? Because they ended up doing stupid shit. And when they end up doing shit, they end up buying cars, watches, jewelry, you know, start to impress people. They start to like to, you know, show off, you know, that they like to have, you know, shiny object syndrome. A lot of people like to just show off. And I want us to do this stupid shit. I was in the stupid shit mode, but now I'm starting to realize, you know, now that I'm like 23 and I'm like, damn, I want to make a business. I want to make an agency. I want to actually help people, or like around the world. I want to make millions of dollars helping people out. So now what I'm going to do is play the smart and investing game, bro. All I'm going to do now is, since I've been trading for 2 to 3 years, I've noticed that, like, bro, all of the hard work, all of the old failures, right? Because I want you guys to understand something, man. The only reason why I'm not rich is because it took me 3 years to fix my mistakes. I feel like the people who take a very long time to fix their mistakes, to, you know, just figure out all the horrible shit that they've been going through, all of, you know, all the crazy dark side that we have all in between us, right? I've noticed that this person that plays the long-term game will outperform anybody who wants to get rich in the short-term game, 100%. But the only problem is it takes time. Okay, so if you want to get rich, look at in the long-term run, bro. That's the only way, like, that will guarantee you for you to get rich. Like, and it's gonna take you, bro, 1 to 5 years max. People say 1 to 7, but I got a feeling in between 1 to 2 years, you're gonna, you know, you're gonna go through pain. And then on the 3rd to 4th year, you're gonna, you know, solve all the problems. You know, you're gonna fix the problems. Because so then on the 3rd or 4th year, once you fix your problems, this pain is gonna be gone. Your problems are gonna be gone. In the 5th year, you're straight winning. Getting the bag. In that 5th year, bro, you're gonna make millions of dollars. Okay, so if you want to get rich, do the long term. All right, peace.